of Cash International Luxury Real Estate. Hey guys, how are you doing? Hope everybody is doing great out there. Guys, today I'm going to be sharing an article with you. It just came out December 7th. Okay, it's written by Teddy Minford of none other than Vogue magazine. Can you believe that? Vogue magazine talking about none other than the place where we love to live called Las Terrenas. Guys, this is an amazing article, and there's so many reasons for that. There's a couple things I'm going to do here in this video. I'm going to run through this article, word for word, paragraph by paragraph. Okay, I'm going to run through that. I'm going to analyze it for you, just to, maybe there's a few idiosyncrasies or something like that that I can clarify for you. So I'm going to run through that, and then also it is for the reason of really defining for you guys, you early investors that invested into Las Terrenas. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm happy for myself as well that you're able to trust your gut, do your research, connect with somebody like myself, and able to invest into a market like Las Terrenas, because guys, an article like this does wonders for a city, a town like Las Terrenas, okay? It puts it on the world map, and every time things like this happen, it just accelerates the appreciation in your property. It accelerates the demand for Airbnbs in Las Terrenas. It does so much good for Las Terrenas. Not just Las Terrenas, guys, but the Dominican Republic overall. Okay, very well written article. I like what they're saying. It's relatively accurate. And today what we're going to do is we're going to run through this article from Vogue magazine. The title of this is "The Dominican Republic Beach Town is the best Caribbean getaway you've never heard of." Okay, the best Caribbean getaway you have never heard of. And that's key, guys. You guys are in on a market that most people don't even know about. Okay, and I do an analogy, it's like Bitcoin in 2000. Guys, this market is world class and it's going to explode. Today, guys, I'm coming to you from my studio here and office here in Santo Domingo. But today we're talking about Las Terrenas, and I'm so happy about this article. So let's dive right in, and we can analyze it together. All right, so the article again is written by Teddy Minford, and it just came out December 7th, 2023. And let's start flying through this. Okay, so I'm going to read this, and then we can I'll elaborate a little bit further once we get going. For the last 10 years, I've been in search of the perfect weekend paradise. My dream destination is hot during New York winters. Okay, so what he's saying is, like all of us, is you really, really want to get to Las Terrenas when it's cold in North America. Okay, with beautiful swimmable beaches that's walking distance from town. There's a cute local restaurants, fun beach clubs, chic boutique hotels. There's no need to rent a car or a taxi. That's what this person is looking for. Of course, many such places exist in the world, as traveling writers will scour the far corners of the globe in quest of paradise. I have happily endured 40-hour travel days, guys, for the chance to swim in a remote seaside lagoon, dine fresh seafood from a thatch roof hut, but visiting the Philippines for a long weekend is not exactly feasible. And he nailed it. He absolutely nailed it there. That's what's key, and that's why we are in Las Terrenas. That's why we love where we live. It's the proximity. I'm going to be putting a video up. I had to go back to Canada for some business. I went back from Las Terrenas via El Cate, did what I had to do. A few days later, I'm back. It was so simple, and that's what's great about Las Terrenas. That's what makes it scalable, and that's what makes the Airbnb market so amazing. From New York, you're able to get there in a few hours. From Miami, from Toronto, from Montreal, all these spots, you're able to get there so quick, and that makes Las Terrenas unique. That makes the Dominican Republic unique. Okay, let's jump into the next paragraph. So my perfect long weekend destination has to be a direct flight. I agree with this person. It has to be a direct flight. Actually, I'm going to stop referring to him as this person and refer to him as Teddy. Okay, I completely agree with Teddy here. So my perfect long weekend destination has to be a direct flight from New York City. That's under 5 hours, okay? We're well under 5 hours. From there, it has to be an easy, as in one form of transportation, okay? No car to puddle jumpers to ferries, okay? We got that. Ride to the destination that takes 2 hours at the most. Important. So sometimes you can't get into El Cate Airport. If you guys have been watching my videos, new to the channel, thanks for visiting us. There's tons and tons of info. Refer back and go look at it. But those that have been here, you understand El Cate Airport. I got a video on that. El Cate Airport is only about 20 minutes away from Las Terrenas, okay? 20 minutes away. If you can fly into El Cate, that's amazing. It's a huge airport. It's scaling upwards. It's growing. There's a lot of really good things happening there. However, accessibility is not as great. You're able to fly from Toronto, Montreal. We did have some flights coming in from Miami. Not New York yet. New York was in the past, but it's not there right now. Hopefully it comes back soon. However, you're able to fly into where I'm sitting here in my office to Santo Domingo. Santo Domingo is a 2.5 hour ride from here in private shuttle to Las Terrenas. Very simple and decently priced, okay? So you have access to that. So one other thing he mentions here is the Yucatan. I'm not that familiar with the Yucatan, but the Yucatan is one of my favorite places to visit. But due to seaweed problems there, the beautiful swimmable beaches, bit is not as guaranteed, okay? That part is not as guaranteed. The other Caribbean locals I have visited have checked most, but not all, of these boxes until I visited Las Terrenas. So Las Terrenas, big bonus point there, and I agree, and I've been saying this for many years. Las Terrenas beaches do not have seaweed, okay? A couple times here or there throughout my years there, I've seen a weekend where there's been some seaweed, a few days, then it washes away, usually due to some storm out in the Caribbean, out in the ocean. And tides turn and they're unnormal pattern and we end up with some seaweed. But overall, rule of thumb, Las Terrenas does not have seaweed. That is phenomenal, okay? Because there's other parts of the country that do struggle with that. For example, I love Punta Cana as well. I love Cap Cana, but they do struggle with that seaweed issue. There's other advantages to those markets, of course. That's why we do the trifecta. That's why we do Las Terrenas, San Domingo, and we also do Punta Cana for you, because everyone has a plus, okay? So, for example, Punta Cana, Cap Cana, they all have the white sandy beaches. Las Terrenas doesn't have the white sandy beaches. This is not white, but they're absolutely phenomenal and seaweed free. So he does hit on that, and Las Terrenas offers that, okay? Let's jump into the next paragraph. This dusty little town on the Samana Peninsula in the Dominican Republic reminds me of what Tulum used to be 15 years ago. Very important comment. I'm going to touch base on that. Reminds me of what Tulum was 15 years ago. It's got a gritty charm, but it's safe enough that you can go solo or with a group of girlfriends and feel comfortable. It's cute, but not so cute that it's unaffordable, okay? The soft sandy beaches have calm turquoise blue water, and they're easily walkable from town. The hotels are relatively cheap, incredible restaurants, low-key nightlife. Okay, some of those things are changing. Okay, the nightlife is getting a little more up to pace, a little louder. Let's say I wouldn't call it low-key at all times. That's growing. Okay, the white soft sandy beaches, absolutely. Turquoise blue water, absolutely. Like I did mention, we don't have the white sand, but that doesn't matter because the beauty makes up for all of it. Okay. If you're in love with white sandy beaches, you understand what I'm saying. There is a subtle difference, but that does not take away from the beauty. The beauties, you cannot compare the beauty of what you see when you're in Las Terrenas and you're on that beach, and you're looking back at the mountainside, or you're seeing the turquoise blue water, you can walk out 200 feet and there's no waves. It's really, really something special. And this, and Teddy here, hits right on it. Some travel writers vow to never share their favorite places for the fear that they will become overrun by tourists. But this place is so good, it doesn't seem fair to keep it for myself. Teddy, I feel you right there, because that's exactly what happened to us. When we moved there, it was it was kind of an oxymoron. We were trying to decide, do we or don't we, and we did, and that was so many years ago. And you know what, the benefit of that is we were able to guide so many people to paradise, to find a place that they love, a place that they can retire, that they can invest in, and then Airbnb out and generate some revenue, some passive income for themselves. There's so many advantages to getting the word out about it, and that's why we do what we do. We've gotten the word out to so many hundreds of thousands of people about Las Terrenas and been able to help them realize their dreams. Okay, so I agree with what he's saying there. Sometimes it's tough and you don't want to say anything because you don't want it to get busier, but one note on it getting busier. Las Terrenas is very scalable. This is an important point. Las Terrenas it has 26 kilometers of beach, okay? Beachfront beaches. So you're able to go along the beaches, but then you're also able to go backwards into the mountains, into the, elevate yourself so you're able to see the ocean from not a far distance. You can do that in Quezon, you can do it in certain parts of Portillo, you can do it in Bonita. It's very, very unique, very, very different. So what Las Terrenas has the ability to do is grow. It's not compacted into a small little area. The other thing he touches on here is Tulum, how Tulum used to be 15 years ago. And I've been saying this to my investors and my friends and clients is, guys, think about Las Terrenas in 10 years. With the technology that's out today, with these sort of articles that are getting out there from Vogue magazine, people like myself that are big advocates of the Dominican Republic, Las Terrenas as well, it is going to go at a quicker pace than we all realize. The city development is going to happen at a quicker pace. The appreciation is going to happen at a quicker pace. The infrastructure is going to grow at a quicker pace. All of these things are going to happen at a quicker pace than I believe it happened in Tulum. And he touched on one last thing on this paragraph that I want to talk about is safety. Tulum has lost that. When I talk to my clients and different international investors, Tulum has lost that element of safety. Unfortunately, Mexico has become overrun by the cartels, and there's certain issues that exist there that do not exist in the Dominican Republic. Thank God, and we don't see that changing in the foreseeable future by any means, because it's a different culture, it's a different mentality. The roots of the Dominican Republic are based on tourism, and tourism is of highest priority. That means the safety of the tourists is of highest priority. The safety of North American investors now is of highest priority. So you feel it, and specifically in Las Terrenas. You might not feel it as much in Cabarete or some other cities where you're getting people are trying to sell excessive things to you on the beach. However, in Las Terrenas, you won't get that vibe. I was just with a great client of mine, Ganel. Big shout out. Thanks for coming and visiting me here in San Domingo. We had a great evening together. You and both of your friends. You're phenomenal. Big shout out. Thank you for doing that. He's one of our investors in Bonita Hills, and he absolutely loves it. Okay, so he was mentioning the same thing. All right, so let's keep going. Now, the next part of this article, send me a direct WhatsApp if you don't have the article. I'll send you a direct link to it, okay, so you can read the article yourself. Okay, very easy, 15195671785. Comes directly to this phone. All right, so what do we do? What to do? The best way to spend your time in Las Terrenas is beach hopping. Totally agree. If you were there for a long weekend, you can choose a different one each single day. Very true. Actually, kind of true. If you were there for a week, or if you were there for 10 days, you could probably pick a different beach every single day, okay? Within driving distance, within 15 minutes, you can visit 6, 7 of them of driving. Within, if you expand that to an hour, guys, you can hit 10, 12 different beaches, all different feel, different vibe, different atmosphere, everything different, different plants, everything is just completely different. It's like all these vacations piled into one. So you're close here, Teddy, but slightly, there's a little bit more. So here you're going to say the Mosquito Beach Club on Playa Bonita has excellent food, a mellow party vibe with the hippest crowd in town. I agree with that totally. We visit it frequently. We've got a great video about Mosquito online as well. Mosquito is a great spot, customer service, everything is done very, very well, but the views are to die for right on Playa Bonita. Playa Bonita also has a gentle surf break. So you can rent surfboards and take lessons. Very important for Playa Bonita, very unique. When I'm saying every beach is unique, Playa Bonita, you can literally take surf lessons, you can learn how to surf, advanced to beginner, all can do it. From one side of the beach is little lower waves, you go to the other side, it gets bigger. You got multiple restaurants along that beach walk. Watch that video when I do a walk and expose you to all the different restaurants that are there, okay? Now Teddy discusses Playa Cason. On Playa Cason, a wide stretch of golden sand dotted with palm trees. Restaurant Luis is a hidden spot that is worth going for the long walk for, or a bumpy taxi ride. I don't know if it's a fact or not, but I believe Uber is there now. And if it is, that's great for you guys, because you're able to travel for a very nominal amount of money around. I don't know if that's a fact. If you do know, leave a comment below and share it with all of us. So Luis Restaurant, one quick note on there. It is shifted location maybe since this article. It's no longer beachfront. It is moved right behind the beach, so within a minute walk you're there. It is located right next door to a luxury villa that is sold for a friend of mine, and it's upgraded. Okay, the restaurant's upgraded, better furniture. I heard everything is a lot better about it. So try to visit, but it's no longer in the same location on the beach of Playa Cason. When you get to the location where it used to be, just walk back towards the road, and across the road diagonally you're going to see it. Okay, so Restaurant Luis, that is a landmark. The outdoor restaurant has a few tables, plastic chairs. You can spend the afternoon sipping some rum there, eating fresh grilled seafood, served with rice and beans, very classic. The closest to town, Playa Las Ballenas. There's a little spelling glitch there. Playa Las Ballenas. There's an S at the end of it. Has the calmest water and row of low-key beach clubs. You can hit them all in one day. Call it a pina colada crawl. That's a good concept. Or stay for a week and visit a new one every single day. I like sun lounge. He mentions Eden here as well. Eden has some cool sun loungers. That's on Playa Las Ballenas. Okay, so when you dive into Playa Las Ballenas and you're talking about Playa Las Ballenas, what you have to know there is the water is always calm. You have long stretches of beach in Playa Las Ballenas, very long, at some points 50 feet of beach. Why that's amazing is we have a great project called Playa Ballenas Residences, okay? Basically sold out, there's only a few units left at this point. Why Playa Ballenas is special is because of the long stretches of beach, okay? You have long stretches of beach and long stretches, not beach linear, I mean depth. So you got a lot of depth. So it reminds me of the very stereotypical photo. One of the photos that we use where myself and the family are walking down the beach, that is on Playa Las Ballenas. We have an amazing project there, by the way. It's called Playa Ballenas Residences. We only have a couple of units left there, but that is right on this beach that Teddy is referencing, okay? Again, he's 100% right. You're able to walk along that beach. There's multiple restaurants all the way along beachfront. There's a great spot called Eden, like he's mentioning, with chairs and loungers. It really is a mesmerizing experience. But here's what's key. Completely different than what you would get in Cazón. Completely different than what you would get in Bonita. Just a few minutes away. All right, so that's what's special about Las Terrenas. Already you've experienced 3 beaches. Let's move along here to the next paragraph. If a vacation of a beach club hopping isn't quite adventurous enough for you, it is easy to use Las Terrenas as a base for exploring the rest of the Samana Peninsula. Arrange a horseback riding tour. Your hotel or Airbnb host can set that up. Yes, we can help you with that too, because we do manage Airbnbs as well. If you want to visit the Limon Falls, great video on that, refer back. You can see I recorded the entire thing jumping right into the water under the Limon Falls. You could venture out on a yacht charter. We can assist you with that as well. There's a dive academy. You can go snorkeling. You can visit the undeveloped Playa Jackson. Okay, so great point here Teddy makes is you can use Las Terrenas as a base. Las Terrenas is the most advanced, the most structured, let's say, town in that vicinity, in that area. So you can utilize Las Terrenas as your base if you're of the adventurous type and you need to get out there. You want to go to Samana and you want to go. I got a great video where we went to look at the whales swimming in the peninsula there, in the water over there. So there's so many options that you can do, and Samana is only about an hour away. So basically from there you can go anywhere. You can go anywhere you want and get exposure to any experience you want. So Las Terrenas becomes a great hub for that. A great spot to rent your Airbnb, a great spot to stay, great spot to buy, because from there you can go anywhere. Where I'm at right now, San Domingo, I'm only 2.5 hours away from Las Terrenas, okay? Just to give you a rough idea. So he really nails the location-wise and activity-wise is endless, because you can go anywhere you want from Las Terrenas. Now he dives into where to eat. Las Terrenas is especially popular with European expats. Yes, a lot of French, a lot of Italian there. So in addition to the excellent Latin American cuisine, you also have great Italian restaurants. Italian restaurants, French restaurants, a lot of American cuisine is now coming. A few that he gives a shout out to is El Lugar, El 18. Great spots, been to all of them. We do enjoy. My wife Carissa really does love El Lugar. There's other Italian. I'll give a shout out to our good friend at a spot right in town called Nays. Great American cuisine, great host. You'll see him if you see him and you're visiting and you go there because I've said go to Nays, Ney'. Please tell him that Cash sent you, because he is a true gentleman and an amazing chef. It might be my personal favorite restaurant to go to when I want to go out to eat. Great value, great prices, great atmosphere, and just a great chef and a great host. Ney, I hope you're doing well if you're watching the video. So remember, Nays. You've also got other restaurants spread out throughout. Okay, all great options if you're vegetarian or vegan or anything along those lines. As you know, we play around in that world as well. You can go to Tropic Bowl, visit our good friend over there, Sabrina. Say hi to her. She's the owner. She's amazing. It is husband and wife run. Sabrina and Edwin. You can say hi to them again. Let them know Cash mentioned you. Yep. And then there's another great spot that I must give a big shout out to my good friend Sol. She owns a phenomenally run restaurant that again has all those vegetarian, healthy, farm fresh, all those different items, smoothies, bowls, all that stuff. Amazing spot called Soul Fresh. Okay, make sure you check that one out as well. Her name's Sol. Again, let her know that Cash mentioned her. Okay, so let's keep moving on this article. There's so many options for food. That's it. That's the basis, and I'm just touching on like 3 out of 300. Okay. All right. So next paragraph. Let's dive in. What you do, don't miss a row of tiny restaurants between the cemetery. So you notice in Las Terrenas, there's a cemetery that's right oceanfront. Position of it, why it's there, I don't know why it's oceanfront, but it's there, and it's a landmark. Right behind that, basically, is what they call Fishermans Village. There's a row of restaurants that are there that are just old school beach huts, very cool vibe. That is somewhere where I highly recommend you go check out. In here, he lists off a couple: Zoo Ceviche, Sunset Bar, and Candelita. Okay, those are some that he mentions in this article to go check out. Very, very cool vibe, your stereotypical experience. Now, a long note, which he didn't mention here because it wasn't built at the time he went there, we're almost done, construction's moving along on Pueblo Pescadores. That was the colorful set of buildings that if you've done any research on Las Terrenas, you've seen. And those buildings have, they had gone through a fire a couple of years ago. They're almost done repairing them. I've got a couple videos, updates on that as well. But there'll be a set of, I think it's 14 restaurants or 10 or something along those lines. Those are going to be brand new and they're going to be there. And those are located actually right in front of, when they talk about nightlife, they talk about Mosquito Rooftop. Nightlife is really cool over there too, so that'll be in that scene. So case in point, there's so much shit to do, you are not going to get bored, okay? You're not sitting in some remote island, you've got access to the amenities, but if you want to be remote, just like you mentioned, within a short drive, you can be as remote as you want to be and be where no man has ever stepped foot. It is just amazing at how you're able to scale this, okay? So let's keep moving along here. He talks about after dinner. So after dinner, there's a couple spots that are pretty big right now. Etno Beach Club, that's one that you can visit. That's on the beach right there. And you've got another one that does a great late night. It's called El Mosquito Art Bar. You have the Mosquito Rooftop, which is a restaurant, which is great. Again, the same owners as the Mosquito in Bonita, okay? But then you got the El Mosquito Art Bar, which is below. It's basically a full-out nightclub. Really cool vibe. Small, but packed. Good security. Make sure you got your ID because they're IDing and, you know, all that other responsible stuff they're doing. And it feels pretty safe. We've been plenty of times and we've always had a great time, okay? So, where to stay? Let's jump into that. What's he saying here? Unlike Punta Cana, Las Terrenas isn't a mini metropolis of massive all-inclusive resorts. Instead, they're affordable, family-run guest houses, low-key boutique hotels, alongside with shockingly stylish selection of rentals. Those traveling in groups should consider renting out thatch roof Bohemian Casa. He's labeling off a couple that maybe he stayed at or he liked. Reach out to us if you're looking for that because, guys, this ties in, again, big... congrats to those that have already invested and are enjoying those enjoying the Airbnb rental income that you're receiving in a passive manner. Okay, big shout out because now your property with articles like this and stories like this is just going to appreciate. The world is finding out about Las Terrenas. A few select of us know, and most of us don't. Okay, so there's tons of options. One thing he mentions here is the all-inclusive Punta Cana. Las Terrenas is very anti-all-inclusive. There's only 2 of them, to my understanding. You've got Bayou Principe that many of you stay at. I've got a short video showing you the beach on the channel as well. And then you've got next to Sublime, slipping my mind right now, but it'll come to me before the end of the video. You've got another one out in Casona, okay, all inclusive. So there's only 2, and all the beachfront is basically large chunks of beachfront is spoken for. That means you're not going to have a bunch of all-inclusives just popping up as Las Terrenas grows in popularity because there's no space. You can't buy big chunks of it. So it's all going to be boutique hotels like we have now. It's going to be Airbnbs. Your investment is going to feel safe and secure because now you're not competing with a $1,000 all you can eat, all you can drink, flight included, hotel included with your Airbnb. I think that makes things a little bit tough in Punta Cana. However, there's the difference between Punta Cana and Las Terrenas is Punta Cana is a monster. Flights come in from almost 100 different countries directly into Punta Cana. It drives in millions and millions of people per year. So the market is there and the infrastructure is there. So there's plenty of people that are fully comfortable staying in an Airbnb over there. So not to take away from Airbnb opportunities in Punta Cana, but Las Terrenas is different in the way that there is no all-inclusives beside the 2 that I mentioned. So that creates a great opportunity for you people that are looking to invest in an Airbnb and make it maybe your permanent home down the road, but in the meantime, you want to scale into it, and you want to rent it out, and you want it to pay for itself, and then when it's time to retire in 5, 10, 15 years, you've got a paid off spot that you know where you're going, and to spend out the rest of your life in paradise, okay? A spot that you can say you love where you live. All right, so let's keep moving along on this article. I think there's a couple paragraphs. Yeah, we're on the last paragraph, and then I'll give a few thoughts, and we'll call it a day on this one. All right. For the party atmosphere and easy surf access, Mosquito Boutique Hotel, okay, gives another shout out. He must have stayed there or something. Mosquito Boutique Hotel is a simple and affordable option, and I totally agree with him. During the off season, the prices are phenomenal. I remember when we stayed there, when we first got there, I think it was like $99 a night. Your oceanfront, your turquoise blue water of Playa Bonita's right there. Breakfast is included when you stay there, at least it was back then. The bar stays open until midnight. Food is phenomenal. You got access to other restaurants. Surfboard renting shop is right there at Mosquito Boutique Hotel as well. Amazing option. I've never stayed at that Takuma Boutique Hotel. Actually, that rings a bell. When I first moved here, I was considering purchasing the Takuma Boutique Hotel. Prices were very reasonable. As you guys know, I moved a long time ago. But I was considering purchasing that one as well. I never pulled the trigger on it. And then he also mentions another one, Mahuna Boutique Hotel. Don't know anything about it. Both are cheap and chic stays, so they're very nice. And I remember when I was exploring that Takuma, it was just really, really cool. Like the design is so tropical, it's so bohemian in nature. It's really, really a cool product. Okay, so you have those options at Boutique Hotel. There's tons and tons more. Okay, so there's so many. There's so many Airbnbs that we can recommend to you. We manage a lot of them right now, and we can recommend so many to you. Okay. So also in this article, what he does mention is he mentions Sublime Samana. Sublime, we actually have a good friend of mine, a developer actually of this building. It has a unit there that he is looking to sell. It's a penthouse. You can see some of the water, but it's a massive unit. We're going to have that one listed here very shortly. But Sublime Samana is a great option. I've never stayed there, but I visited numerous times for clients, picking up clients, clients looking to sell, clients looking to buy. So Sublime is really cool. Playa Cason all the way down. Okay, so that's really cool too. And that's more so towards the relatively less developed Cason portion of Cason, all the way down on the other end. Another one I want to give a shout out to really quick is Montserrat. Montserrat has an amazing hotel over there as well. It is, I believe it's called Samson Hotel. It is really, really a world-class delivery. If you stayed there, you're about 10 minute walk from the beach, maybe 12 from the beach, a 1 minute drive. But the hotel is just phenomenal. Next to the hotel is Montserrat. In Montserrat, designed by the same developer, looks exactly the same. Inside Montserrat is we do have a two-bedroom unit that has just popped up on the market at $235,000. Amazing price. Okay, I just want to slide that in there for you really quick. But that basically, I believe, wraps up this article by Teddy. Teddy, I think, did a great job of sharing his experience. Teddy Minford. In this December 7th, 2023 article. I think he just did a great job of sharing that, and we really appreciate that. And big shout out to you for getting the word out and not keeping it a secret, getting the word out about Las Terrenas, because it's really important that more people know about this opportunity. Few short hours away from North America, guys, and you're able to be in true paradise. You're able to experience something that you have never experienced before, and for a fraction of the cost that it would cost to go, for example, to the Philippines or Thailand or anything like that. Good friend of mine and fellow broker with Cash International Luxury Real Estate, Bri. He is dedicated to the Las Terrenas market for me, and he actually traveled the entire world and decided, after spending time in Thailand, all over the place, that Las Terrenas offered more and was more beautiful than those other places, which is amazing. And he's actually somebody that you guys are going to get to know really well if you're visiting. He will probably be the one that's taking you out, showing you around town, and giving you that North American experience that's so important for you guys. Remember, guys, we're not just brokers, we're also investors. Myself, Bri as well. We're investors. We buy property. Bri has built his own house. I have numerous properties now throughout the Dominican Republic. So we're not just brokers, we're also investors, and we present you properties in that light, okay? We're not here trying to just make a sale for the purposes of commission. I get it, and I understand that a lot of people have to do that, and that's how they have to operate. However, we're doing this because we want to do it, because we enjoy doing it, and the excitement of somebody being able to say, "Cash, love where you live," and repeating the slogan and saying that now they do as well, is something that really drives us. All right, so I just want to get word out about this article, because if you haven't heard about it or haven't seen it, I'm going to go ahead and send me a WhatsApp. I'll send you that article right away. I want you to read it. I just kind of broke it down for you a little bit deeper with my 2 cents along the way. Hopefully that helps you understand the article. But guys, if you're thinking about Las Terrenas, if you're thinking about investing, and I highly encourage my clients and my friends and family, everybody, diversify internationally. Don't just keep all of your assets, your biggest asset being your real estate, in one country. Spread it out. Guys, diversification is key. There's ways to do it, and there's ways not to do it. What we do is try to show you how the right properties by the right developers for the right price, and make sure you do it properly. Make sure you get the right legal representation, which we guide you with as well. We work with my good friends over at Guzman Ariza. Doesn't matter whether you're buying in Las Terrenas, or you're buying in San Domingo, or you're buying in Punta Cana. We guide you to the biggest law firm in the country. They have 90 plus attorneys. They have 10 plus offices. They're in every single market, so they understand the local market. All their attorneys do. Okay, so we've got that part covered. We've got an amazing, beautiful accountant on our squad as well. She will be able to help you out with the accounting part, the local accounting aspect of things. We're in talks with an accountant in North America that will be able to guide you in that regard as well. We might team up with him and start bringing you those services as well. So guys, we're a boutique brokerage focused on you North Americans and getting you accurate, fast, transparent information. That is our motto. Okay, guys? So, love where you live. Teddy, great job on this article. Big shout out. Please reach out to me. You got my WhatsApp. Reach out to me if you want to get a little more information, or you're visiting next time. Reach out to me so we can get together and maybe have a cold beer together. I don't know if you drink. You didn't mention it here, but it sounds like you do go out and stuff. So let's grab a beer. Let's talk. I want to thank you for this article. And once again, guys, thanks to VOGUE magazine for recognizing Las Terrenas for everything that I've been saying it is for the past few years. And now to all my investors, congratulations, because what you're going to see here is appreciation, okay? You're early to this party, and I've been telling you that. This is symbolic of what I've been saying. All right, that's it for this one. Thanks for joining us. Remember, like, subscribe, and share. And guys, I've got a few really cool projects that are coming up. They're going to be going live on the channel here the next day or so. Really keep your eyes open. One that I'm going to be bringing you is Green Park. Guys, this is, if you are really dying to invest here and just don't have the funds, guys, this is the one. $116,000 starting price, okay? 3 bedrooms, phenomenal. So that'll be coming. We've got another amazing project coming in Punta Cana right here. Okay, this is going to be hitting the channel. We got some amazing projects, amazing price points below the $100,000 marker in some of these cases. Okay, that is going to allow you have no excuse at this point to invest into the market. I know some of our luxury properties that are 300, 400, 500, 900,000, 1 million plus, those are not in reach of everybody, but the dream of love where you live, everybody should be able to have it. Everybody, and what I'm going to be doing over the next week or so is bringing you those properties that will allow you to do that, okay? Whether you want to live or whether you need generate a passive income, while you prepare to retire, guys, we're going to be bringing a lot of cool stuff on the channel. All right, so that's it for this video. Thanks for joining us. And remember, guys, the most important thing out of everything is love where you live. Talk to you soon.